Hello and welcome to the Korean Beauty Show podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Lee, K-beauty expert, founder of Style Story, your online go-to for K-beauty, and of course, your guide to the world of Korean skincare. I'm coming to you today live from the home of K-beauty. I'm here in Seoul, South Korea. And for today's episode, what I wanted to tackle is some skincare ingredients that you can use together for better results. So this is something that I know a lot of the listeners of our show have a really keen interest in. They want to know, you want to know, everything there is to know about ingredients, things that you can mix together, things that you should avoid, which ones are good for your skin type. And we've done quite a few different kinds of ingredient-focused episodes throughout the life of the show. You can go and scroll back and have a look through the feed if this is particularly your jam, because we have done lots of different deep dive episodes into particular K-beauty ingredients that you will hear a lot about, that you will see a lot about. But we've never really done one looking at things that you can do to supercharge your skincare. And that's what I wanted to do today, because there are some ingredients that are really great on their own, but they are even better together. So I thought, let us take a look together through some hero ingredient combinations. Some of them are in the same product, others you get to go away and actually mix and match, which I know some of you will be really happy to hear about, because I know a lot of you fancy yourselves, amateur chemists and sleuths, so that is always a little bit of fun. So let's do that today. Now, the first combination I have for you guys is a tried and tested one, and that is niacinamide and salicylic acid. So when you pair these two ingredients in particular together, you can really see a reduction in the appearance of your pore size and also sebum. So it's a really great combination for people that have oily skin, combination, and acne-prone skin as well. Now, obviously, you can go out and find different combinations of products that have niacinamide and salicylic acid and use them together, but there are some products in the market that already have it all done for you, and one of those is Applebee's Sensitive Micro Cleansing Foam. So this is just a really, really great product. It gives you really nice, soft, dense micro bubbles as it foams up, and of course the combination of your niacinamide and salicylic acid is just really perfect for people that have large pores. So that is a good option to check out if you're looking for a product that already does it for you. But niacinamide and salicylic acid, there's a couple of different ways you can combine them. If you haven't tried that combo already, go and try it. Definitely, particularly if pore size is an issue for you. I know a lot of our listeners, that is one of the main things that they would like to tackle. People reach out often to me asking for product recommendations and ways to keep them looking neat and tidy, and that is an absolute winner. So try that one out. Now, the next one is the combination of green tea and caffeine. And again, this is a really great combination. And one of the main reasons is that it actually increases the skin's ability to protect itself against things like UVB rays. So when it comes to things like this, I think a serum combination can work really, really well. And this is caffeine and green tea is another great combination, particularly for your under eye area as well. So I think the way I would suggest to make it work for you, if you can't find a product, one single product that has the green tea and caffeine in it, you can mix and match or layer your serums. So lots of different companies are making caffeine serums on the market at the moment. You can pick them up for quite cheap and cheerful. K-beauty is of course very famous for green tea. There are so many green tea products on the market, everything from toners to serums to moisturizers. One that I think will work really, really well if you are trying to layer two products like this, is One Thing's green tea serum. And that has concentrated green tea in it, and also it's got 8 different types of sodium hyaluronic acid in it. So go and check out, go and grab yourself a caffeine serum and pair it with your green tea serum and let me know what you think of that combination. I think it's a really, really great one. The next one is one that will help your skin's collagen. And the combination is Centella Asiatica with vitamin C and then glycolic acid. Now, don't worry if you don't need to take notes or anything like that. I have already done all the hard work for you. I've got show notes put together. So if you scroll down in your podcast feed, I will have them here for you. Otherwise, you can go and check out thekoreanbeautyshow.com. I always have all of the notes for every episode up there. So go and check that out if you are after any of these, because we're going to go through quite a few, so probably it will get a little bit confusing. So if there's any that you want to revisit, come back to later, go and check out the show notes. That's just a little hack. I have done the hard work for you. You are welcome in advance. All right, so this combination, again, why are we using the combination? Because it can actually help increase our skin's collagen production. So a really, really powerful combination of ingredients to use together. Now, this is just some products that you can find these ingredients in. One of them is Tokobo's AHA BHA toner. You can mix that with Innisfree's True Care Vitamin C 20 ampoule, which is of course a 20% vitamin C product. And then also Dr. Jart's Cicapair cream. If you mix those 3 together as your toner, your serum, and your moisturizer, you will have all of those in the same routine. So that's just one combination. There are literally countless ways that you could put these together. So, if you'd like to go and DIY it yourself, please feel free to. Otherwise, I'm just going to, suggest a couple of combinations that will also work as well. But that is a really, really great one for skin boosting. Obviously, if you're starting off with a chemical exfoliant like the Tokobo and then going in with your vitamin C afterwards, that is already a really great boost for the skin. And then with your Centella Asiatica over the top as a moisturizer, that one is going to be a really, really powerful combination as well. Now, the next ingredient combination I have for you is retinol and niacinamide. And why you might want to use these together is because they can actually increase the tolerability of retinol, which means that you can get, enhanced results from them with less irritation. So as with all kinds of retinol products or retinol recommendations, you're going to need to work out your skin's, basically how your skin responds to retinol, how quickly or whatnot you can add it to your routine, or whether you need to stagger it in your routine. So just, I guess, a really beginner's guide to retinol is that you wouldn't start using the product every single night. You would work out your tolerance to it and then build up to using the product every single night. Obviously, it's totally dependent on your skin. It depends on what product you're using, the percentage of retinol, whether it is an over-the-counter product or a prescription product. So the combination I'm going to suggest is going to be a good one for most people. You don't need to have, built up a super tolerance to retinol. This combination that I'm going to suggest is with Mish's Time Revolution Probio Ampoule and then Applebee's Retinol Vitamin A Moisture Cream. So a really, really great combination to use anyway, particularly for mature skin. This is a beautiful combination of products. Mish's Time Revolution Ampoule is an absolute icon in the K-beauty world, and it actually contains retinol and niacinamide in it already. So it's done the hard work for you. If you want to add in Applebee's product as well, it also contains retinol and niacinamide in the same formula. So you could just use one of the products, you could layer them, both really, really beautiful products that I would highly recommend for mature skin. But that combination in general of retinol and niacinamide is a winner. So definitely try that out if you haven't already. Now, the next combination is along a similar vein, and that is retinol and peptides. So again, just two really powerhouse ingredients. They work beautifully together, ideal for targeting things like fine lines. So your retinol obviously helps to speed up your skin cell turnover and increase collagen production. Peptides, if you're not familiar with them, they are the short chain amino acids, so the building blocks of proteins in the body. And there are lots and lots of different peptides out there, so they can do slightly different things depending on which particular peptide you're using. But in general, they help with skin repair. They work to encourage keeping the skin as tight, as firm as possible. So just really useful products to have in an anti-aging skincare routine, or an age boosting, I guess. It's not like we're turning back the hands of time or anything like that with our skincare, but we're really just supporting the skin as it moves through a different phase. And mature skin has a lot of its own properties, and combinations like this can just help. It's not like we're going to look 20 years younger or be aging backwards like Benjamin Button style. That shouldn't even be the aim of a skincare routine for mature skin, I don't think. But what we can do is help the skin look as smooth, as firm, and as plump as possible. And this combination is a really great one. So if you are looking for some K-beauty products that you could pair together for this one, I can suggest Mary and May's 6-peptide complex serum, and that, as the name suggests, does have 6 different types of peptides. It has your copper tripeptide, your hexapeptide 11, 9. It has palmitoyl pentapeptide 4. It has your palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and tripeptide 1. So a really, really great combination. When it comes to your retinol creams in K-beauty, again, more and more products on the market. Our best seller is the Appleby Retinol Vitamin A Moisture Cream. Chosonger also has a nice one as well, their Retinol 2500 cream. So any of those will work really well to layer with your nightly skincare, is how I would suggest to do it. So retinol and peptides, a great combination. The next one I have for you is actually one for your SPF, and that is sunscreen and vitamin C. So you may have heard that using your vitamin C serum can actually help to protect your skin from the sun and from free radical damage. And that's why you'll often hear people say to use your vitamin C serum in the morning. And that's because obviously, you can use it, then pop your sunscreen on and go about your day. And there's been studies into this. There was a 2013 study conducted on the effectiveness of antioxidants with and without sunscreen. And that study actually found that when sunscreens are properly applied, they can prevent UV-induced erythema and thymine dimer mutations that contribute to skin cancer. So sunscreen blocks only 55% of the free radicals produced by UV exposure. So to optimize your UV protection, you can use your sunscreen combined with a topical antioxidant. So vitamin C doesn't absorb the UV light, but it exerts a UV protective effect by neutralizing free radicals, and that effect is not seen with sunscreen alone. So basically the study concluded that under lab conditions, it has been shown that application of a 10% topical vitamin C showed a statistical reduction of UVB-induced erythema, which is the reddening of the skin, by 52%, and sunburn cell formation by 40 to 60%. So very, very promising results indeed. So you might, if you were listening carefully, have heard that the recommended percentage for your vitamin C serum is 10%. Now, 10% can be quite high for some people, particularly people that have sensitive skin. So what I would say is if you can withstand a 10% topical vitamin C serum, then a product like Innisfree's True Care Vitamin C Ampoule would be a great one to try. That one actually has 20% in it. If 10% is just too high for you, I know even 5% can be quite high for a lot of people. If you fall into that category and you have quite sensitive skin, then a product like Applebee's Vitamin C Ampoule Serum would be a good one to try. And usually the best way, if you are applying your vitamin C serum in the morning, is to apply it straight onto cleansed skin. So clean skin and leave it for about 20 minutes before you do your next layers. But that is just a scientifically proven, award-winning combination basically to neutralize free radicals in the skin. So definitely try that one out if you haven't already. I think a lot of people are probably already using those products in their routine and maybe didn't even know, but those ones are a great one to try if you haven't already. Now, the next one I have for you guys is another one that has vitamin C in it, and the combination is vitamin C and Madecassoside. So, Madecassoside is one of these ingredients that is the key component in Centella Asiatica. So Centella Asiatica is a plant extract very popular in K-beauty. You might recognize it by the other name it commonly goes by, which is Cica, C-I-C-A. So this is such a popular product in K-beauty, so you will have no trouble finding it. But this combination in particular is great for sun-damaged skin. And again, there has been a study that was conducted into the combination of these two ingredients in particular, and that study found that skin aging is a complex process determined by obviously genes and environmental factors, which include things like sun exposure. So the effects of skin aging are mostly encountered in the superficial dermis and in the epidermis. And what they did is they demonstrated in vivo the beneficial effects of topically applying a formula that contains 5% vitamin C, and then they did a combination of 0.1% of Madecassoside. And after 6 months of treatment, they observed a significant improvement of the clinical score for deep and superficial wrinkles, for suppleness, firmness, roughness, and skin hydration. So 2/3 of the subjects in that study showed an improvement. And they also observed the reappearance of a normally structured elastic fiber network. So basically a successful study showing the combination of these two ingredients on chronically sun-damaged skin. So that's obviously going to be a great one to try if you do have photo damage, photo aging, your skin is showing the appearance of spending too much time in the sun. So I can suggest some combinations that have the 5% of vitamin C and also the 0.1% of Madecassoside, and that is Purito's Pure Vitamin C Serum, which has a 5%, and then Apu has a product called Madecassoside Cream, and that has the 0.1% of the Madecassoside in it. So that would be a really great option to try out if that sounds like you. A very, very powerful combination of the two products. So again, that one was vitamin C and Madecassoside. So I will have all of this in the show notes, don't worry. Now, another one that you may not be familiar with, a combination, an award-winning combination, I think, is ceramides with cholesterol and free fatty acids. And these are going to be a great pairing, the three of these, for people that are looking to increase their skin's hydration. Now, you can find all of these in Dr. Jart's Ceramidin line. So obviously obviously there is the liquid, which is the toner, the serum, the ceramide in serum, and then there's also the ceramide in cream. And that line in particular is really good for extremely dry skin. So these three together are really, really nice. The combination of ceramides with cholesterols and free fatty acids can help to visibly improve rough skin, flakiness, tightness, and it can also soothe and moisturize people that have really chronically dry skin that just keeps reoccurring. So the combination of ceramides, we've got things like ceramide NP, ceramide AP, AS, NS, and ceramide EOP. And then the cholesterol and the free fatty acids include glycerol, stearate SE, and stearic acid. So if you were to combine all of those three products together, you would get the full round of the ceramides, cholesterol, and free fatty acids. So that is a great line to look out for if you are looking to increase your skin's hydration. Now, when it comes to any kind of skincare ingredient combinations, I will just let you guys know, and I know we've spoken about this before, so this is not new information, but I think as fun as it can be to go out and combine lots of different things, just remember that you should be patch testing before you go and mix and match all of these wonderful things. That is just a good starting point for introducing anything new to your routine, and that includes a new combination. So do remember to patch test if you are thinking about trying out something a little bit weird and wacky for your skin. Make sure you obviously check the ingredients as well, and knowing your skin type is the other big one that comes into this, particularly when it comes to things like your vitamin C combinations. Obviously, vitamin C in general, depending on your skin type, you can experience things like a little bit of tingling, redness, stinging, a little bit of a flush. If you're noticing that it's just too much to bear, that is a good sign to pull back. The other thing is, if you are doing any combinations with the acids in them, just be aware that your skin may be more sensitive than normal, particularly if you are using a high concentration of any of these kind of things. So they're just a few little tips to look out for before you go, too crazy with any of the combinations, is just to keep in mind your own skin type, any sensitivities. If you're already showing any signs of having a reaction to, one product and then you're going to be combining it with something else, just be alive to that as a potential issue. I don't want to hear about any mishaps with, skin barrier damage or anything like that, or people, over exfoliating. I would hate for that to be you. So just keep all of that in mind before you go, mixing, DIY chemistry, anything like that. Just patch testing. If you need to, wait a couple of nights before you try it again, just do that, because it's definitely better to be safe than sorry when it comes to these things. But I hope that you have picked up a couple of combinations that you think might be a good one to try for you and your skin. There are some really, really promising, lab results among those combinations that show, great potential for a wide range of people. So hopefully you have picked up something new that you've got on your list to try. I would love to know if that is you. I would love to hear from you. Reach out, let me know which one you're trying, which one you've already tried, if you have any among them that you personally love. Come and find me. I am on the gram at lauren.kbeauty, and until next week, I will see you on Style Story.